Welcome to St. Louis. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway. On the mound for this one, Steven Matz.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Just missed.
No, that's low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Shotwell. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Trout. Next offering is downstairs. The pitch. That's in there. Now 3-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Jorge Soler up at the plate. 2 on, 1 out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And a 2-1 on the way. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Down the line, and it's foul. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Good feed, that's 1. And that's 2. Back here in St. Louis, today's starting pitcher, Jack Kachanowicz.
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
And now, Lars Nootbaar.
For St. Louis, left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Just off the inside edge. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. In for a strike. And the count 1-2. And that's 2.
Oh, he's out.
Back here in St. Louis, top of the second, and now the veteran third baseman, Yoan Moncada. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Ranging back. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch. So here's Darno with one out.
Travis Darno.
Not close with that one. 2-2. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And here is Luis Rengifo. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Couple of singles back to back. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Darno on second. Rengifo at first. One gone. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Travis Darno coming around third. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Big RBI for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. Out towards left center. Nootbaar settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Designated hitter, Nolan Arenado.
And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting 5th.
And the batter now, Alec
Burleson.
The other way, Moncada. Fires across the diamond. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Here's Nolan Gorman. 2 outs, base is empty. Towards first. Shanuel takes it himself. St. Louis goes down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shanuel. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Here's Mike Trout. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on
average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed, really impressive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fires over to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. Next pitch is outside. Swings and misses, struck him out. Bottom of the inning. And now Pedro Pajes.
Pedro Pajes.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. And he's into second with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time. And that is a big first out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Nootbaar digs in now. Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Working down in the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down, because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Fastball for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bases loaded, 1 away. Stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. And now Brendan Donovan.
This at-bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Liner, and this could be trouble. One run's in. Contreras headed home. In to score from first. It's 3-1.
Got to be feeling great about that double. Big spot, and he drives in too. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And he chases that one. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And we're back. And now Yoan Moncada.
Inside,
You know, these
2.
Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Moncada on at first, nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes up the middle. Whips it to first. Luis Rengifo will hit next.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Misses off the inside, and it's 3-2. Liner, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Didn't try to do too much with it, just to really control.
Sonny Gray gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now it's Tim Anderson. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him. Huge strikeout there. Kyron Paris now at the plate. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Missed with a changeup. Now 2-2.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. At the plate, Nolan Gorman. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. 2 outs. Just missed. Swing and a foul out of play. Three and two. The pitch is outside and ball 4. So a man at first. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Pajes off of first with 2 away. The changeup missing. Now 3-1. Fought off foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Chop to third. Moncada. They take the force out. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. We go to the top of the 5th. And the batter now, Taylor Ward. Swinging a foul straight back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And next for the Angels, Nolan Shotwell. That missed by a lot. Now 2 balls and a strike. Just missed. 1 out, bases empty. That one fouled off. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Out to short, Win. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. And now batting, Mike Trout.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just
3.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here is Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
Swing and a miss as he was late that
1
time.
ball, 2 strikes.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Good eye in that spot.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness.
The new pitcher in the game, Reed Detmers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Reed Detmers.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In the air to left, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Nootbaar around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they're up by 3.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
This one in the air center field. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals.
Third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaching for it and brings it in. Pedro Pajes, the next to hit.
Catcher, Pedro.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swings over the top of that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Down the line. And that will drop foul. Two on, 2 outs. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. Top 6, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Jorge Soler. Pitch is in there. 2-2 now. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here comes Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
That's down and in. Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
One down. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball.
Moncada
2
leads
strikes.
off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting,
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
Rengifo.
The 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside low, and it's a full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in St. Louis, bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. Ball to strike. Up and in. Look out.
Tough call right there to even the count. Such a big difference between 3-1 and 2-2 in terms of how the odds shift for the at-bat.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. So up next,
Now
Mason
batting,
Wynn.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Up next for the
Here's the
Cardinals,
left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
Nasty pitch right there. That is strike 2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Now pitching
On the
for
mound now,
Cardinals,
Kyle Leahy.
And he's got a
Number
nice lead to work
62.
with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Leahy.
Here's Tim
Leading
Anderson.
off for the Angels, shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
On the ground to third, Gorman. Zips it across. Yeah, they take care of Anderson for the
Now
out.
batting, center
And
fielder,
next for L.A.,
Kyron Paris.
Kyron Paris. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and 2 away now. 2 down, base
Now
is
batting,
empty.
left
Now a
fielder,
chance for Taylor Ward. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Contreras under it, and he's got it.
Now pitching for the
We're
Angels.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th. Eloy Valbuena on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the
Leading off
stands
for
and
the
it's a bigger
Cardinals,
stadium. But
center
the game
fielder,
itself is still the same.
Wilson
Look at the catcher.
Contreras.
Whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw. And just let him lead you in this one.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed.
He might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Left field line. Ward running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And it's filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Contreras gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the move. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So now it's Nolan Arenado.
Designated hitter, Nolan Arenado.
Man at first, one away. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Runner, yes,
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Squirts away a little bit. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. One out and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball left side. Moncada tossed to first. And they get Arenado for the out. And now the first baseman, Alec Burleson.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Nolan Arenado. Fly ball center field. Contreras settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And there's one away. And next is the designated hitter, Mike Trout. Base is empty, one away. And we're in the top of the 8th. This to third. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now Jorge Soler
2 balls,
outside.
1 strike.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Contreras sizes this one up, hauls it in, 2 away. So a man aboard. Here is Yohan Moncada. Trout at second with 2 down. Swings through that.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 strikes.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Just off the outside edge. And the count's full. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Man at second. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Now pitching for the
Back
Angels.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Number 57. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player,
Leading
but for him as a
Cardinals,
pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there. Got him looking. One gone here. And up next for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes.
Catcher, Pedro Pajes.
One down, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. Now a screamer into the outfield. Paris pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So 2 down now, and here is
Right
Victor
fielder,
Scott.
Victor Scott.
Pulls that one foul. Two down, nobody on.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Out to short. Anderson. Now the throw to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back.
the
It's the top of the
Cardinals.
9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Ryan
64.
Fernandez.
Ryan Fernandez.
Here comes
Leading off
Travis
for the
d'Arnaud.
Angels. Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Now batting,
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be
Now
impressive. He
batting,
clearly didn't catch
shortstop,
that one on the
Tim
big part of the
Anderson.
bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
2 strikes.
High fly ball out to center field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Angels down to their final out. So in now for the Angels, Kyron Paris. Rengifo, the runner at first with 2 gone. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fernandez is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it stays fair. Relay to second. Tag. Got him. And that's That's the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.